Shoulda, coulda, regret, and self-punishment. I'm Dr. Trish Leigh. In this video, this one hits my heart hard because I recently met someone who was telling me their story of, they wouldn't put it in this way, but of sadness and regret and shoulda, coulda, would've, but didn't. So now I have to punish myself for an eternity. And you know me, right? Even though I just met this person in that very moment and I only spoke with him for a few short moments, and I'm sure he was regretting opening up to me, but he did, which is a beautiful thing. And I told him to watch my videos on YouTube, which is why I'm making this video. I want to reiterate what I said to you yesterday, my friend. What I said was, we can't change things in the past. And I know how hard it is because I have a laundry list of things in my life that I wish I could change. And I have regrets just like anybody else. But the way that I choose to look at it so that my life can have as much meaning as possible is I look at the past and I try to use it as a learning tool to inform how I act in the present so that I can create a new future that's not the same as the past. That's how you use regret in its very best way. So in the example we were talking about last night, without too much details, someone passed in your life and you weren't able to help them. You didn't know in time, and there were circumstances that made it so that you couldn't help them. That's not your fault. I know you don't want to hear that because self-blame creates the shame that fuels the fear that keeps the need for self-punishment going. You did your best and you loved that person. That's all you can do is show up, do your best in any given moment, but learn from it and do better next time. Do better in the next moment. We're constantly evolving. Life's dynamic. It's not static. I look at the Trish from 10 years ago. I just want to give that girl a hug and go, sister, what the hell are you doing? And I'm sure in 10 years from now, I'll be looking at me going, cringe worthy. What are you talking about? But I hope to develop so much in the next 10 years that I look at me now and I want to shake my head. That means I'm doing my job. I'm learning from my experiences in this moment to make it so that I can always be a better person. My goal is to be as best as I can to every person, is to be the love. And as you know, cliche as it is, it's to be the change in the world. So using that experience of loss and heartache and grief, being able to celebrate that person's life instead of focusing on the few moments at the end where you weren't equipped to help that person. It wasn't your job. It was your job to support that person during that very difficult time that became their transition. So you did what you were supposed to do. You didn't fail that person. The expectations of being there for them, you did that. And I told you yesterday that what would that person expect from you now? They would expect you to respect them and to look back on their life and to honor their memory, not to beat yourself up for the rest of your life. That is certainly not what that person wants for you. That's why I made this video, because I need you to know that. Because if you sit around anxious and in self-loathing and shame and, being the worst version of yourself so that you're punishing yourself, you're also contributing that energy to the world. Whether you know it or not, you're contributing that energy to the people around you. That's what you've become. Energy either resonates at very high energy levels, 600, peace, love, and joy, or the very lowest levels are 200, shame. So if you're resonating, 20, sorry, not 200, 20. If you're down here at 20, that's the energy you're creating. That's the energy you are rippling out into the universe and into your world, into my world, into everybody's world. When you are the change, when you're being the change, you're resonating up at 500, we'll just say. And when you resonate with 500, you influence and impact the people around you in a really positive way. You become the change. That's what that person would want for you. To honor their memory and be the change. Help other people moving forward. Okay, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I want you to know it's time to snap out of it. I know how difficult it is, so I do not say that with judgment, and I do not say that lightly. And what I wanted to share with you last night, but I ended on a high and I didn't want to go into logistics. What I wanted to say to you is that on my website at drtrishleigh.com, if you go under, forget what the tab is, I think it's neurofeedback, I believe that's what the tab is. There is a tab for the Muse Brain Sensing Headband. And I don't sell that headband directly, but I'm one of 3 elite Muse ambassadors in the world because I tell people to get this headband because it is the #1 thing that you can do by yourself without working with me. You can purchase this headband. If you go to my website, you get 15% off because we are Muse ambassadors. So when you get that 15% off, currently I think it makes it $221 US. You can get that headband and use it every day. Use it every other day. And what it's going to do is bring your brain closer and closer to that optimal mode. It's going to shift you out of the anxiety that you're feeling. It's going to shift you out of the overwhelm. It's going to put all those nasty thoughts about yourself to bed. It's going to make it so that you can actually do the things I'm encouraging you to do in this video. I know how hard it is to snap out of a downward spiral. This headband is the thing that can help create the upward spiral using neuroplasticity as your best friend instead of your worst enemy. So go to my website, get that headband, and start using it. It will absolutely help you, and I can't wait to see you again so you can tell me how your life has changed and improved. Okay, everybody else, I hope this video helps you, and if you're looking for help on the journey, please go over to drtrishleigh.com. Our neurofeedback program is amazing. I have improved it, going through my own mold poisoning journey and hopefully moving through towards healing has really taught me a lot. Again, the advice that I give you, I'm giving myself all the time too, but it's taught me a lot, and I've changed the program so that I can serve you better. My team's involved. I'm directly involved in every single person that we help, and man, we have improved it. So if you're looking for help, please go over to drtrishleigh.com, check out the neurofeedback coaching program, and as always, control your brain or it'll control you.